Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So, last lecture we have studied about eigenvalues and we'll continue ahead and we'll see many more things regarding those eigenvalues. So, I'll just share my screen. So, this is what we have seen in the last session. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, we have seen about See, what we have seen is we have seen what do we mean by eigenvalues, and we have simplified the determinant, this characteristic equation over here, which is given by determinant of a minus lambda I equal to 0. And by simplifying that, when we solve this equation, we'll get the roots, and those roots are called as eigenvalues. Okay. Now, since there's one more name given to these eigenvalues, because we are calling this as a characteristic equation, the roots of this equation are also called as the characteristic roots. That is the other name for eigenvalue. Okay. So sometimes they will be calling it find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors, and sometimes they may call characteristic values and characteristics vector. Okay. So that is what we have. So the characteristic equation, I guess somebody is there. Characteristic equation is given by this over here, and the roots of this equation are called characteristic values or eigenvalues. Okay. So mm, so last time, see, we have seen this simplification over here, and I suggested you to just work out this example and see whether you are able to get this expression or not. It is this, we can simplify this expression by using the properties of determinant, and we'll get this particular expression over here. Similarly, if we have this here, um, if we have a matrix A, which is nothing but A11, A12, sorry, A21, A12, A22. Suppose this is the matrix, then the characteristic equation is given by A minus lambda I. We'll just simplify this, and I'll tell you, see, finding the determinant is pretty simple, but then we have a shortcut also. Okay, so we are just trying to identify what that shortcut is. So this is nothing but determinant of A11 minus lambda, A21, A12, A22 minus lambda. Okay, open up this particular thing because this opening is pretty simple. So here we get 2 2 minus lambda minus A21 A12 1 2 is equal to 0. We simplify this expression. When we simplify this, what finally we get is, we can simplify this, so it will be A11 A22 minus A11 plus A22 plus lambda square minus A12 A21 is equal to 0. Now check out, this is nothing but I can rearrange it, lambda square minus A11 plus A22. We are arranging it in the descending powers of lambda. Okay, so here this will be lambda plus lambda square lambda and plus A11 A22 minus A12 A21 is equal to 0. Now check out, what is this value? See this expression. This is A11 multiplied by A22 minus A21 multiplied by A12. Okay, so this is actually the determinant. Determinant of A is 0. Okay, so now when we have got this expression. Okay, and one more thing, see over here what we have done is, what is this entry? A11 plus A22. Okay, so the sum of this number and this number, these are the elements on the diagonal position. So actually what is coming over here is the sum of diagonal entries. Okay, and this has got a name. This is called as trace of A. Okay, when we add the entries on the diagonal, the sum what we obtain is actually has got a name, and it is called as the trace of the matrix A. Okay, so here what we have got is lambda square minus trace of A times lambda plus determinant of A. Now how do we remember this? See over here, first of all the first term is positive, then negative, alternate signs will appear. Okay, so starting from the first one being positive, and then here what we have is, we have got trace, and here we have got determinant. Now one more thing, see over here, suppose the roots of this characteristic equation. So let me call this as 1. So suppose the roots of this characteristic equation, roots of 1 are lambda 1 and lambda 2. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? This means the characteristic equation will be given by, therefore we can write, the characteristic equation as, what will be the expression if the roots are known and it's a only quadratic equation? So the equation will be given by lambda minus lambda 1 into lambda minus lambda 2. Okay, now when we simplify this expression, we open up this thing, what will be the characteristic equation? Minus lambda 1 plus lambda 2 times lambda minus plus lambda 1 lambda 2 equal to 0. Okay, so now just see over here. Okay, so if the roots are known, then what is appearing over here as the coefficient of lambda? It is lambda 1 plus lambda 2, the sum of the eigenvalues. Okay, and what is appearing as the constant? It is the product. Okay, so these two are two different expressions. So now see over here, the coefficient is being written in terms of the elements of the matrix. Okay, These are these terms, both these numbers can be obtained from the matrix directly, and these are the numbers which are being expressed in terms of the eigenvalues. It is the product of eigenvalues. Okay, so we can compare them. Okay, so when we compare, then what we obtain is that actually the trace of A is same as the sum of eigenvalues and the determinant of A is actually the same as the product of eigenvalues. Okay, and this is a very important result as far as various competitive exams are concerned. There, this particular concept is very much used. Okay, will give us problems based on this, and we can solve. Okay, so this is what it is. And similarly, the idea can be extended over here. So when we have such expression, see, this is the simplification for the characteristic equation that we have done. We have seen for the 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, and now when we have this thing, suppose we know the roots over here. Suppose the roots over here are lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3. Okay, suppose the roots are this, then the equation will be given by characteristic equation is given by, if roots are this, then the characteristic equation is given by lambda minus lambda 1. The equation will be in terms of lambda because we have got that parameter over there, and the roots we are denoting by lambda i's. So we are actually using the theory of roots, the theory of polynomials. Okay, so this is equal to 0. So again, when we simplify this expression, what will be the case over here? Lambda cube minus, here we get lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3, lambda square. This is plus minus, now it should be plus. Now here what we have is lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 2, lambda 3, lambda 3, lambda 1 times lambda. Now this is plus, so the next term which should be negative, minus lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. So we have got plus minus equal to 0. Similarly here it should be, here also we get an alternate sign, plus minus, so this will be plus, and here this is not correct, this should be minus. Okay, so when we compare both the things, again what we get is, see, this is nothing but the sum of the diagonal entries, so that is the trace. So the trace is equal to, for 3 by 3 also, the trace of A is same as lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3, that is the sum of the eigenvalues. And observe the constant over here, that is the determinant A is nothing but product of all the eigenvalues. Wait. So the determinant is lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. Okay, in fact we can also compare this also, this with this. Okay, so these two numbers are also same when we have a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so these results are very much helpful to solve objective sort of problems, and they can be really quickly solved with this information. Okay, now today's lecture's aim is basically to find out how do we find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors associated to a matrix. Okay, so very important concept. Okay, one or two questions are definitely expected in exams based on this particular fact. So let us work out some problems over here. Let me take an example here. And these properties we'll see definitely after this, okay? So we have got the question that we are trying to solve is find the eigenvalues and the corresponding eigenvectors for the following matrices. Okay, number one. Let us begin with a simple matrix. So let us have 3, 1, 2, 4. Okay, suppose this is the matrix given over here. Okay, so the first thing is always write down the expression for the characteristic equation. The characteristic equation is given by, write down the expression, determinant of a minus lambda I is equal to 0. Okay, so now we'll write down the expression, that is 3, 1, 2, 4 minus lambda, take the determinant, equate it to 0. Fine. Now we don't go for simplifying the determinant. See, already we have just now seen the shortcut. What is the shortcut? If this 2 by 2 matrix we have, see over here, see, we can use this now. Okay. Therefore, what is the simplification? We can use it here. So, what will be the simplification? It will be lambda square minus what will appear here? It is sum of the diagonal entries. So, it will be 3 plus 4 times lambda minus the determinant. What is the determinant? 3 into 4, that is 12, minus 2, so that is 10. Okay, this is plus, minus, so here we should have a plus. Okay, so this is what we get. So now we'll simplify this expression. Lambda square minus 7 lambda plus 10 is equal to 0. Factorize this, or you can use your calculator to get the roots over here. So this is lambda square minus 5 lambda minus 2 lambda plus 10. I'm splitting the middle term. Lambda. You can use your calculator to directly give me the answers. So here we have a 5. So finally, lambda minus 5, lambda minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, the lambda values are 5 and 2. We got two eigenvalues for this particular matrix. Okay. Now, for each of these eigenvalues, we will be finding the eigenvector. First of all, is this much clear? See, instead of expanding the determinant, what we did is we used this shortcut over here to simplify this expression. Okay, so what we need to remember is, what is that shortcut? First of all, it starts with trace, and then we have got this determinant. Okay, and the signs of all these powers of lambda, they all are having alternate signs beginning with a positive. Is this much clear? Now let us find the eigenvectors. Eigenvector corresponding to for each of the eigenvalues, we have to find eigenvector.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, for 10, there should be a product of eigenvalues, no?
Yeah. See, we do not know the eigenvalues right now. Okay. So which equation will be? See, we can use this provided the eigenvalues are known to us. Understood? So these two are two different things. What is given? what information is given. If the information is given that if the matrix is given, then evaluating the trace and the determinant is easy. Okay, if eigenvalues are given, then this will be the way to construct the characteristic equation.
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Understood, no? The eigenvalues, eigenvector. Eigenvector corresponding to lambda equal to 5. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Okay, so now before that, see what we have is we have seen, so it is not x, a x is equal to lambda x is what we are trying to solve, for which this is known to us, this is known to us. This x is the eigenvector which we are trying to find. Okay, so how do we do it? Ax minus lambda I times x is equal to 0, then we take out this common. Actually, this equation is the most important one. This is most important. Okay, so now once we have got this, now it is like P, this is known to us. Okay, so that is, I'll write down the equation here. The matrix. Matrix is 3, 1, 2, 4. We have got this 3, 1, 2, 4 minus lambda. This is my A minus lambda I matrix into the vector x, the eigenvector that we are trying to find. Now this eigenvector right now will be a 2 by 2 matrix. Is this clear? This will be a 2 by 2 matrix which we are trying to find. So it is like the 0 stands for the 0 vector. Okay, this much is clear. So actually what we are trying to find is, we are trying to find the value of x which will be satisfying this equation. Okay, so it's a system of equations which we are trying to solve, and that too it's a special system. What is that, a special system? It's a homogeneous system, and we have done a lot many things to see how to solve this equation, the system. Okay, so what we have over here is, so now we are trying to find lambda. Now put lambda is equal to 5 because we are trying to find the value for eigenvector corresponding to 5. So this will be 3 minus 5, so that will be minus 2. Here it will be 1, 2, 4 minus 5, so that will be minus 1. Okay, so this system we are trying to solve. Okay, and system of equations, how do we solve? We can apply the row transformations. Everything is allowed over here. So what do we get here? Exactly speaking, we can have R2. We can interchange R1 and R2. Interchange R1 and R2. So we'll have 1 minus 1. Here we'll have minus 2 and 2. Okay. You remember system of equations, when we solve, we are allowed to use the row transformation. So that is what we are using. And then R2, what we'll have is plus 2 times R1. System of equation, we try to simplify. We can use the row transformations. Our aim is to reduce it in the echelon form. Okay. So it should have lots of zeros over here. So that is what we are going to get. So this is 0 and this is also 0 times x1, x2 is equal to 0, 0. Okay, so what are the equations that we get? x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. There's only one equation that we have obtained. And how do we solve this particular equation? How do we solve this equation? So we have got two variables and only one equation. Okay, so we need to initialize some of the variables. So you remember, can you recall what these all things we have done in first years? T. Therefore, x1 will be also equal to t. Okay, So what is this eigenvector that we are getting? Why this x1 is t? Because x1 minus t is equal to 0. Therefore, x1 will be equal to t. So finally, the vector x eigenvector x, which is equal to x1, x2 will look like how? It will be t and t. Okay, the vector, we don't want to have this tt over here, and so what we want is we want a non-zero value for this vector. So in particular, we can put t equal to 1. This implies x will be nothing but 1 comma 1. Is this part clear? Just see this. I'll just minimize it so that it fits in our screen. I guess it will be too small in that case. So see over here, what we did, we are trying to find the eigenvector. What we did is, we wrote the equation with which we can find the eigenvector. So we have to solve this equation. Solving this equation is same thing as solving a system of linear equations. Okay. So solving this is same as solving the system of linear equations. So what we did is, first of all, we simplified this matrix by putting the value of lambda, and then we did row transformation, reduced it in the echelon form to get the solutions. Okay. Now see over here, the order is 2 by 2. Rank of the matrix is 1. Therefore, how many solutions are expected? It will be 2 minus 1. So one solution will be there. Okay. Infinitely many solutions. And so how do we go about it? It is nothing by, in order to do that, we have to just we have to initialize one of the variables. So one of the variables, we are substituting it as t, and the other variables we are also obtaining in terms of t. So finally we got the vector, and we can select some value of t. See over here, we could have selected t equal to 0 also. But then the moment we select 0, it will be all zeros. And we are not at all interested in a 0 vector. Okay. So always remember, don't select the value of the variable over here such that everything turns out to be 0. At least one non-zero value should be there. We should get at least a non-zero vector here. Okay, that is the idea. Now repeating the procedure for lambda equal to 2, because that was the other eigenvalue. So now we'll put lambda is equal to 2. Therefore, what will be this expression? Okay, so we are finding the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 2. So we'll put 2. If I call this equation, have I numbered any of the equations earlier? No. So let us call this as equation number 1. Okay, so put lambda equal to 5 in 1. And here also put lambda equal to 2 in equation number 1. Therefore, what we get is 3 minus 2. So that will become 1, 2. This is 1, 4 minus 2. So that will be again 2. So now this is the system. Reduce the system in the echelon form. What is the echelon form? We need to have any matrix. If you want to reduce it to the echelon form, so we actually try below the diagonal entries, everything should be 0. Other entries may be anything, but below the diagonal entries, it should be all 0. That is the idea. Okay, so that is what we are trying. So this is for 3 by 3, and for 2 by 2, it will be like 2 diagonal entries are there. So below that, it is 0. So we are trying to make this compulsorily 0. Other entries may get converted to 0, but that is fine. Okay. So this is what we have. So I just move little down. So now over here, how can we make this as 0? Row transformations, R2 minus R1. So what we'll have is 1, 2. This will be 0. This will be 0. Here it will be x1, x2, 0, 0. So now we have got the echelon form. So we write down the equations. What are the equations? X1 plus 2x2 is equal to 0. Again, one equation and two variables. How do we solve? We need to initialize some of
मैम
the
इन मैम एक्स की जगह पे ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा, जैसे R2 माइनस R1, तो x2 पे भी मतलब x2 माइनस मतलब वैसा नहीं होगा ना?
नहीं, जब सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन सॉल्व करते हैं तो ये जो रो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हम लिख रहे हैं, दे ऑल विल बी डन ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एज वेल एज द राइट हैंड साइड. तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे दोनों मैट्रिसेस पे नहीं होता है, सिर्फ ये आगे वाली मैट्रिक्स पे होता है. ओके, राइट हैंड साइड में भी होता है, बट देन इट इज ऑल जीरो. रिमेम्बर, अगर यहाँ नॉन जीरो वैल्यू होती थी तो ये वैल्यूज चेंज होते थे, लेकिन अगर आपने
Yes,
R2
yes.
माइनस R1 भी किया तो भी जीरो में से आपने जीरो ही माइनस किया. यू डिडंट डू एनीथिंग ग्रेट ओवर देयर. सो एक्चुअली this part is not getting changed in any of the cases. What is going to change is only this part. रो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इक्वेशन में दोनों साइड होता है, बट देन दिस साइड इट इज नॉट अफेक्टिंग बिकॉज इट इज ऑल जीरो. और यहाँ पर भी ओनली वन मैट्रिक्स विल बी हैविंग दिस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, दैट इट इज ऑलवेज डन ऑन द प्री मैट्रिक्स. ठीक है, दैट इज
Yes,
व्हाट द
ma'am.
concept is. Okay, all these things we have actually studied, but then you need a revision for this because I do understand कि फर्स्ट में पढ़ने के बाद भी we forget it. Okay, so just you really require practice on this part. So now this is equal to, now we have to initialize one of the vector, one of the variables. Okay, so whichever variable we want, we can initialize that. So I'll prefer initializing x2. So let us put x2 as t. Therefore, what we get is x1 plus 2t is equal to 0. Therefore, x1 is equal to minus 2t. Okay. So now the eigenvector x that we get in this case is x1, x2. Put the values in terms of t. So this is minus 2t and this is t. Okay. So put t equal to say any value. You can put 1, you can put minus 1. Everything is allowed. Just make sure that you don't substitute t equal to 0 because that will make the entire vector as 0. We are not interested in a 0 vector. So put t is equal to 1. Therefore, what will be the value for x? Minus 2 and 1. Okay. So these are the eigenvectors. Therefore, finally what we got is, we should always mention what our eigenvectors are. This is the answer. Therefore, the eigenvectors corresponding to eigenvalues 5 and 2 are 1, 1 and minus 2, 1 respectively. Okay, this word respectively is very important. What is the meaning of this? For this 5, it is this vector. For this 2, it is this vector. Okay. You see this? Any doubts over here? Calculation of eigenvectors, that is most important. So from here we started. This is the equation we are trying to solve. We substituted the value here. Okay, and then we have substituted the lambda values one by one and solved the system of equations. Is this fine?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, now let us go to the next problem. Question number 2. Okay. Question number 2. So we'll take another matrix. Now let me explain the case of a 3 by 3. Or you want one more 2 by 2? You're comfortable with 2 by 2?
Ma'am, one more 2 by 2.
Okay, one more 2 by 2. Okay. So let us have 1, 1. A very simple matrix. 1, 1, 1, 1. You try to solve this one on your own. Okay, so now this is the matrix. We call this as A. Therefore, we will write now the characteristic equation. So this is A minus lambda I, determinant is equal to 0. Make sure that you write this expression here, minus lambda, this determinant is equal to 0. Okay, now how do we simplify? Now the matrix is given, so we know the shortcut. So what is the simplification? For your reference, I am writing it as, it is lambda square minus sum of the or shall I write trace here directly, because that will be better for me. Trace A times lambda, this is minus, so now this will be plus, determinant A is equal to 0. So what will come here? Lambda square minus, what is the trace now? Sum of the diagonal entries,
2
it is
lambda
2 lambda plus
equals
the
to
determinant. What is the determinant? 1 into 1 minus 1 into 1. Okay, so this one equation we got it as lambda minus 2 lambda is equal to 0. So now what we get is, we can take out lambda common. So what are the values? 0 and lambda equal to 2. We got two different values. Okay, now we got two different values. We'll find the eigenvectors corresponding to these eigenvalues. Okay, so how do we find eigenvectors? So these are therefore the eigenvalues we got it as, or I'll write it here itself. These are the eigenvalues. Lambda equal to 0 and lambda equal to 4. Now we'll try to find the eigenvectors. Okay, now for finding the eigenvectors, what we need is, we need to solve this equation, lambda I multiplied by x is equal to 0. Therefore, what we get is 1, 1, 1, 1 minus lambda, put it in the matrix form. Now there is no longer the determinant. Just make sure that you understand this concept. Kahan determinant hai, kahan pe matrices, where you have to use those straight lines and where you have to use the square brackets. Just be clear about it. Here it is matrix and there it was determinant. So now this will be x1, x2, so now for lambda equal to 0, how do we go ahead? So let us take the first eigenvalue. So for lambda equal to 0, what will be the case here? It will be 1, 1, 1, 1 times x1, x2 is equal to 0, 0. A very simple equation. And then what we have is, now this system of equation, again we'll try to solve it using the row transformations. We have to reduce it into the echelon form. So our focus is only on this entry to make it as 0. Either way, the matrix is itself very simple. So what we have is, it will be R2 minus R1 that we will be performing. So 1, 1. So this will become 0. This will also become 0 times x1, x2, 0, 0. Got the echelon form. Therefore, we'll write the equation here. x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. Okay. So one equation, two variables. So how do we get the values of x1 and x2? We need to put some variable. We need to initialize some of the variables over here. So let us initialize x2, call it as t, So therefore, x1 plus t is equal to 0. Therefore, the value of x1 is equal to minus t. We got x2, we got x1. Therefore, the eigenvector x is equal to x1, x2, t. Sorry, here it is minus t and here it is t. Write an equal to sign. So this is equal to minus t and t. We'll put the values here. So put t is equal to 1. Therefore, what is the value of x now? Minus 1 and 1. So this is the eigenvector. Okay. Now we'll do it for the other one. So this is the parallel argument. From here we'll start. For lambda equal to, what was the other eigenvalue? 2. So for lambda equal to 2. Okay, so we need to solve this expression. So what we get is 1 minus 2, so it will be minus 1, 1, 1, minus 1. Okay, x1, x2 is 0, 0. Again, which operation will be helpful over here? I want to make this as 0. So I'll use this number, so it will be R2 plus R1. It will minus 1, 1, 0, 0, x1, x2, 0, 0. Write the equations now. Again, initialize one of the variables. Put the value of t. Therefore, x will be 1, 1. Okay, now you can plug the answers. The eigen vectors corresponding to eigenvalues 0 and 2 are minus 1, 1 and 1, 1 respectively. Is this clear now? Again, my suggestion will be you have to just work out these examples. How do we solve the equations? Clear this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Where have I- Now the next one, I'll take a 3 by 3 matrix. third one, A is equal to 2, 2, 0, minus 3, minus 5, 0, 0, 0, 3. Now see over here. So we'll write down the equation, characteristic equation. This is nothing but determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. Now next, we'll write down the equation. Put those values to 0, minus 3, minus 5, 0, 0, 0, 3. Okay, minus lambda, minus lambda, minus lambda, the determinant of this is equal to 0. Now how do we simplify this one? This one is to be simplified. See over here, for 3 by 3, what is the expression? 3 by 3 lambda cube minus, here what appears is trace of A lambda square plus. Now here you remember how do we find this expression? It is A11. First of all diagonal entries and then all respective entries have to be multiplied. So this is A11, A11, A22 plus A22, A33 plus A33, A11. All complete. This into this, and this into this. This, and this. All combinations have been taken. Okay? Minus, what appears over here is this multiplied by this entry. So we have A21, A12 minus, now next, this entry multiplied by this one, A31 into A13 minus this into this, minus A32 into A23. This is there. This is the coefficient of lambda minus, see this is plus, minus, plus, minus, determinant of A is equal to 0. Okay, so we'll put the values here. So lambda cube minus, what is the trace at the diagonal entries? 2 minus 5 plus 3. So that gives me 0. So 0 lambda square plus, now let us simplify this expression. 2 into minus 5, so that will be minus 10 plus minus 5 into minus 5 into 3, so that will give me a minus 15 plus minus 15 minus 15 plus 2 into 3, so that is 6, and then minus 0 into this is 0, this into this is 0, sorry, this into this is there, 2 into minus 3, so that will be minus of, minus 6. We need to subtract, and what do we have to subtract? 2 into minus 3, so that will become minus 6. And the others are all zeros, that will be all zeros. Minus the determinant of A. So the determinant of A is what we require. So let us do a rough work sort of thing. What is determinant of A? You can use your calculator also. Determinant A is equal to, or I'll write it down only. Two into minus 15 minus 0 minus 3 into this That is 6 minus 0 and then my 0. After that it is 0 only. Plus 0, so we'll simplify this, minus 30 minus 18. So this turns out to be,
that would be -3 माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा मैम.
अच्छा ये नेगेटिव आया क्या? -3 of minus, so that will become plus here. This will be plus. So what we get here is -12. Okay. So now we substitute the values here. This is minus of plus minus plus minus 10 minus 12 is equal to 0. So what we have is lambda cube. This is 0. What is the simplification here? This is positive. The 6 plus 6. This is minus 25. So plus 12. So what is that? 13. Minus 13. So minus 13 lambda plus 12 is equal to 0. I'll erase in between things. Okay, so this is the equation. So solve it using the calculator and tell me what are the values that we are getting for lambda.
-431.
So lambda is equal to -4, 3 and 1. So these are the eigenvalues. Okay, what are these? These are the eigenvalues. Now these eigenvalues, we will be, for each of these eigenvalues, we need to simplify the, we need to find the eigenvectors. Okay, so how do we find the eigenvector? So next is finding the eigenvectors. Okay, and how do we find the eigenvectors? It is, you have to solve A. A minus lambda I, this matrix multiplied by x equal to 0, the homogeneous system. So we'll write down the matrix here, 2, 2, 0, minus 3, minus 5, 0, 0, 0, 3, minus lambda, minus lambda, minus lambda in the matrix form multiplied by, now what will be this x? It's a 3 by 3 matrix. So the vectors that we are going to get will be 3 cross 1. It will be x1, x2, x3. Okay, and here also the 0 vector will be 3 by 1. Okay, so this is what we get. So in this equation, we call this as 1. So we will put lambda for first value, that is lambda equal to -4 in 1. So what we get is 2 minus of -4. So what will be that? 2 plus 4. So that will become 6. So this will be 6, 2, 0, minus 3. This is -4, -5, minus of minus. So that will become plus. So the answer will be -1, 0, 0, 0, minus, 3 plus 4. So that will become 7. x1, x2, x3 is equal to 0, 0, 0. Okay, so see over here, we can simplify this expression. I can switch over here. R2 can be interchanged with R1. And one more thing, in order to solve the system of equations, we will be only using the row transformation, not the column transformations. Okay. It will be 2 minus 1 0, 6 minus 3 0, 0 0 7. X3. And now next, what will be, how can we make the entry below this diagonal as 0? It will be R2 minus 3 times R1. Are you getting this? So 2, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 7. Now what should we do?
We will get two equations.
Correct. Okay, echelon form mein I should be moving this 2 up, and that is what we'll do. So R2 interchange with R3. So 2 minus 1 0, 0 0 7, 0 0 0. And now we'll write down the equations. So what are the equations now? What are the equations?
2x1 minus x2 equals to 0.
Very good. And the next one?
x3 equals to 0. x2, x3
No,
equals
x2.
7x3 is equal to 0, but then this will imply x3 is equal to 0. So that is what we have got. And how do we solve this part of it? We still need to get the value. See, we got the value of x3, but the values of x1 and x2 are still remaining. We cannot find them. So always there will be at least one variable that we need to initialize. So which one you want to initialize? Your choice. Put x2 is equal to, say, t. Okay, so when we put this, therefore 2x1 minus t is equal to 0. x1 is equal to minus t by 2. Oh, sorry, plus t by 2. Okay, so we got all the values over here. Therefore, the eigenvector x is equal to x1, x2, x3, everything we got here. So this is t by 2. Okay, x2 is t, and the other one, this one x3 ka value is 0. So this is the eigenvector. So what value of t can be selected over here? Any value. In particular, I can take 1. In that case, it will be half, 1, 0. Or I can put t equal to, say, 2. Therefore, my x will be 2 divided by 2. So that will be 1, 2, and 0. Okay. So this is the eigenvector corresponding to x2. Is the procedure clear? Just see this. We wanted to solve this system of equation. We applied row transformations. We reduced it into the echelon form. And then we wrote the equations. And then always there will be at least one variable that we need to, at least one variable will be always there that we need to initialize. So whichever variable we want to initialize, we can initialize. See over here, I have initialized x2. You may initialize x1 also. Okay, no harm in that. All the various combinations will give you the same expression finally. Okay, solve करने के बाद answer will remain the similar. Okay, so this is how we get. Now similarly, now this procedure will be repeated for the other eigenvalues. So we did for lambda equal to -4. So similarly, we have to solve it for lambda equal to 3 and for lambda equal to 1. Okay. So I will suggest that all of you will work out the eigenvalues, eigenvectors corresponding to lambda equal to 3, eigenvalue 3 and eigenvalue 1. Okay, I'll be asking that. Okay. These problems are little lengthy, so every time I'm just overshooting the time. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts? Any doubts here?
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay, then. Thank you, all of you. You need to work out more and more problems on this particular topic. Otherwise, this topic will become actually finding the eigenvalues and the eigenvectors is the basic of the entire chapter. So we need to work out more and more problems on this. I'll be uploading the question bank on this particular topic so that you can start working on it. Okay, eigenvalues and eigenvectors. That part you should start working. Okay, thank you.